I got a whole new phone, and the phone got cinematic mode, so it like kind of like blurs out the background. Throughout time, a lot of people like to tread very lightly when it comes to asking me questions and stuff about my accident. But now I believe a lot more people are more open and willing to ask me, maybe because it's been a little while since my accident. It's almost 3 years. It's crazy to think that. Unfortunately, I'm still dealing with the effects even 3 years later, which I will get into that. I'm pretty much an open book about it, so I'm being more than willing to share anything with anyone who wants to know any questions, because I'm just that kind of person. I really appreciate that people picked up that vibe from me, because I would consider myself a pretty positive and resilient person most of the time. However, I am human. I am human. Yes, I am. I think I am now starting to feel the side effects from my accident. And it has been a little bit of a struggle for me. I can't even lie. I'm so open and honest with everyone that I am legally blind or low vision. I have a bad left hand. And now my memory has never been the best, but now it's horrible. Like I said, I've accepted most of these things. It's about more so now dealing with the effects of these certain things. Yeah, I understand I cannot drive anymore. It's still very frustrating that I just can't get up and just go out and drive wherever I want to go. I have to depend on someone for a ride. It gets very frustrating when I can't read a small label or print and I need somebody else's help to come read it for me, as if I'm a child and I can't read. It gets frustrating when I need to try to do things with two hands and I can't. I always say I have like 1.5 good working hands, because it's like half of my hand works good. The other half is just very, very weak. And this has been more of a new one. My memory. My memory has been in absolute pieces. And my short-term memory, not my long-term memory. I'm pretty good with remembering things that happened a long time ago. However, when it comes to my short-term memory, it's bad. It's really bad. I misplace things all the time, and things literally that I've just had in my hand, I will place it somewhere and I will totally forget about a minute or two. I also forget the topic of conversation I could have just had with someone. I know that this happens with people, but with me, it happens way more than normal. It's the fact that I get very, very frustrated with myself. I very, very hard on myself. And part of that is me just still learning to have to accept and deal with the fact that, okay, my brain has been through a lot. I've had a lot of brain trauma. I had a stroke, I had fluid in the brain, and I was deprived of oxygen. So it's almost like I need to be more willing to accept the fact that I could have potential brain trauma now and even when I get older, which is a little scary. I'm not even gonna lie. What I can do to fix that for now is I'm gonna try to go back to memory classes. That's back in rehabilitation to help me rememberize more things, just kind of different like brain activity games. And it helps to an extent, but like I said, unfortunately, I just don't know how much worse my brain can get in the future, especially as I am getting older. I'm 27 now. Unfortunately, it's just like your eyesight. Your eyesight is bound to get worse when you get older as well. I try not to think of these things on an everyday basis. I'm trying to think more like a realist in this situation and come to the reality like, hey, like this might be what it is permanently. Shoot, even having a bullet inside me. Like I have an actual whole bullet inside me. Like the fact that that bullet can move at any time and affect my body anyway is scary. And people ask me that all the time. They're like, aren't you scared that something could happen where the bullet will move and just affect everything? And I'm like, of course I get scared, but I can't sit here and just be scared 24/7. I just gotta live with it, and thank God that I haven't had any difficulties. I know a lot of people ask me if I feel the bullet in me. No, I don't feel the bullet or anything in me. I feel normal, I feel fine, but the reality is that it could affect me in the future. I've came to terms that all of this is going to affect me probably in the future. It's still a little bit of a struggle to deal with it. As positive as I am most of the time, I'm human. I get sad. And it may not come out in ways like, oh, I'm sitting here sad, crying, thinking about it. It may come out in ways as something else affecting me, and it'll come out through that way. Not saying that that's the healthiest way. I'm learning. I am healing and I am learning. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody gets sad. Everybody gets happy. Everybody gets frustrated. Everybody is allowed to feel emotions. And never allow yourself to not feel how you are feeling. I think for a long time, I did bottle up a lot about how I felt. Now it is what it is. If I'm feeling sad, if I'm feeling mad, if I'm feeling frustrated, I'm going to express that. Things have to be in a healthier way, but allow yourself to feel those emotions, because when you keep those emotions bottled up inside you, it will come out in other ways. And I gotta remind myself that everything is okay. It is okay to feel. I saw a post today that said, feel the feels, and it's true. And like I said, then you can pick yourself up and you can keep going, and you'll feel probably a lot better once you do that. I can say a good percentage of the time I am a pretty positive person. And that is what keeps me going, is me being positive, me being resilient, me being able to pick myself up after feeling all those emotions and continuing going with life. That helps me out. I'm just learning to take things how it is and grow and learn from everything. I'm continuously growing and learning more and more every day, changing and learning to accept the reality of my life now. Life after trauma. I feel like almost Biggie Smalls. Life after death, life after trauma. Not a good comparison. But this was just a little rant. I really appreciate how everyone gets inspired, and it keeps me going every single day. Anywho, not really too sure what this video was going to be about. But stay tuned for my channel, because this was just the start of a lot more videos coming. I know I've been slacking on the videos. My bad. But I really appreciate it if you guys like, share, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. Please turn on my post notifications, because I do post sporadically. I'm going to try to get myself more disciplined. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in my next video.